Hello and welcome to my 9th episode. You are listening to Priyadarshini Barik, the host for the show Tutelage, where we have stories, talks, interviews with known and not very known but very successful people in their industry, the journey, their struggle and moment of triumph, and a lot more. Today, I'm super excited as I have a wonder girl, me, as a guest. So, any guesses? She is fearless, confident to the power infinity, has been awarded by the President of India in 2017, felicitated by the Chief Minister, Government of her state Haryana, HR Minister of India, and the list goes on. Delivers speeches in various schools and has given speeches to IAS officers of the entire northern zone of India to motivate them. Has close to around 700,000 subscribers following her on YouTube channel. So many achievements, so many awards, and can you guess what's her age? She just turned 15. Janhvi Panwar, known as the Wonder Girl by the media. And while talking, I was actually wondering how all this at such an early age. She is proficient in 9 different accents of English and is learning more. Can you beat that? Let's get to know more about her now. I welcome you to my podcast Tutelage, where we talk to known and not very known but very successful people in their industry. But here I know you are too small to start getting or even deciding which industry do you want to go to in future. But I know I read a little about you and want to know a lot about you, and we discover how your journey was. First of all, tell me, how did it happen just at this age of 7? 7 is what you realize, or 7 was when you started your first?
No, it wasn't like realizing or something like that. I already found myself in this thing because I was born. So from that moment only, my parents just found me in this way in the English field, and after that, because interest is being created. So from that point only, since I was a kid. So from there only, I just started doing this English thing. So I started doing these things and stuff just happened. And moreover, it was kind of like for the accents part, I was 9 at that time when I realized that I should do this thing after the criticism of the people. So I was 9 at that time. And 7 was when I started doing this whole English thing, what are accents and everything.
Okay, so it was sheer interest, or who introduced you, or how did it started? First of all, I just want to know, when is that you got that this is something I want to do, or it was just a process?
Yeah, it was just a process. As I told you, I already found myself doing all this. Mm-hmm. So it was just a process, but process of doing accents and then English part, or then the BBC thing and everything, the news anchoring. It was after the criticism of the people, I just tried to find some new things that what can I do more. So from that moment only, this was a whole learning process, and it's a still ongoing process.
Okay, so now you know around 7 languages or 8 languages?
No, it's 9 different accents, 2 basic languages, yes.
9, and you're still learning Japanese? You're done learning Japanese as well?
No, I'm still learning Japanese.
Okay. Yes.
So
the first, I'm sure the first was, your English learning. And when is that you decided to, learn the different dialects or learn the different accents of it?
It was, I knew English very well when I was like 7 or 8. So at the age of 9, I came in some newspapers like a 9-year-old girl, and she'd be in 10th standard. So just because of that, and she speaks great English, she's fluent in English, but then just people started criticize the thing that everyone speaks English, nothing is really good in you, nothing special in you. Mm-hmm. So what do you have special which makes unique or different you from other people? Mm-hmm. And I was like totally gone at that moment that I should really fan about something. And I have my teacher with me, and she's Rekha Raj Mahajan. So she used to teach me English. We used to have some group discussions and everything. with the college students, and I was a 9-year-old girl. So me and my dad told her these things about the criticism of the people. So she told us that, why don't you do the accents? And after this part, we found like, yeah, we should really do it. And then we were more in dilemma that what is this accent really, and from where we can learn it. So already my parents used to take me to Red Fort, India Gate, so that I can find the foreigners over there and can speak with them in English. So I used to copy them, and I was like, now I know a great accent. But then people started saying, hey, that's just a mimicry. You're just copying the foreigners, so what's more special? And more criticism, that was another challenge to just overcome it. How I did next, I went to British Council, I went to Inlingua and all these institutes of English, so that they can teach me the British and American accent. But what more happened was they told me that we don't teach British or American. And it was like, hey, you have your name with British Council. I thought, so you're just going to teach me the British accent. And then they told me, no, we don't do that. But we can provide you some online classes. So I took those online classes from Britain and America, and then I did it. Yes.
I think, people's criticism gave you enough motivation to go ahead and...
Yeah, enough motivation, opportunity, challenge.
Great. I think that is something, you and your family took it positively and started working on it, and that's why you are here, whatever you are doing.
Yes.
Okay. So talking about your English, now I want to talk a little about your education. What is that? You're doing your graduation and you're 13, 15?
No, now I'm 15.
15.
I just turned 15 on 8th of November, and I'm doing second year from Delhi University, Satyavati College.
I mean, this is so amazing. This is not even a fast track. This is like super fast track. So is that a plan? Is that a plan, or how?
Actually, I did 2 classes in 1 year. Thanks to my mom and dad, they just used to take me at home, and they were like, "Hey, start studying this subject." So they created, I think, have to do more in it. And then my school was like, your girl only just sits in the class and listen to everything. She already knows these things because I've already studied that at my home. So I used to just transfer to the other class. So at the half-yearly exam, I used to give the annual exam. So I did 2 classes in 1 year.
You're great at English. How about your other subjects? You're great at those subjects also?
Not really. I am very bad at academics.
But it's okay. We should always concentrate on things that we are good at.
Yes, the things that we are good at, really, because that can just make people stimulated from everything.
Exactly. So what are your plans in future? What is that have you ever thought that, I want to do this, or this is what I want to become, or, what are your plans, like career plans?
I'm thinking for anchoring, BBC News anchoring. So, because I really love anchoring and I really want to go in this field. But I think, because it's a bit of dilemma over here, I even think for sometimes that you have to do something in civil services for the country and those type of things. Even my parents say that if you really want to become an anchor, so become, but do clear the UPSC exam. So even I have an interest in it, a chunk of it, if I say. So I think I'm going to do that too.
Yeah, you should always try what you feel like doing.
Yes,
That's a must.
Yes.
Okay. What are the sources that you use to learn the different dialects? A little bit elaborate so that, people who are listening to you, or any aspiring students who want to get proficient in different languages and different, accents, they can go back and check these sources.
See, these sources are, as I told you, I took them from British Council as I went over there, so they told me that we can't teach you this because we really don't teach it. So we asked them and say, what are we going to do? Could you people just help us or something, I guess, sort it out? So then they just gave us some links and everything. You used to pay online classes, like I'm talking with you right now. And the same way I used to talk with those old foreigners that used to teach me the things, the phonetics and the dialects and the diphthongs. So from there only, I used to practice with them like 2 to 3 hours. And after practicing all of that, I just used to speak whatever they taught me. So in the same way, that was all from the online classes. Even on the YouTube, I even took some help from YouTube. Well, people say that you can't really learn accent from YouTube, but to be honest, most of the times I was on my YouTube searching for the accents, different accents, how do you pronounce these things. And even from Netflix, because people think that Netflix is kind of something like which adults use. But over there, we have so many things. There are native speakers. So to catch their accent, to catch each word, their lips movement and everything. So that too helped me. So there were three things, thanks to YouTube, Netflix, and thanks to the online classes.
Talking about online classes, what are the specific online classes do you want to recommend people?
I really don't know what this thing. It was just British Council used to provide me these videos and everything, and you can just do it. So that was.
And on average, how many hours? What is the amount of time that you spent in learning this?
It actually took me like 2 to 3 months first to learn the British accent, because that was my first accent. And after that, I used to spend like 1 hour daily on online classes, and I used to practice a whole day for one paragraph or something. I used to speak with my teachers, with my friends, with my parents, and they were all like so much in trouble. They used to tell me like, you're a whole lot of trouble, girl. Who won't speak to you? So I used to practice it daily by watching BBC News and all this Netflix thing, and that 1 hour online classes. So that was it.
Okay, so you also had this online one-on-one classes. That was for an hour. That was for an hour every day.
Yeah, for every day.
Okay, and Netflix, what are the programs or what are the episodes that you want to suggest if anyone is looking out for?
Say for me, I most of the times watch the Vietnam War, the World War II, and I always watch the Steve Jobs, Donald Trump documentary. Well, that's a bit wacky one though, And yeah, I only watch these, and sometimes when it is in the mood, so I start watching Japanese and French series on Netflix. But yeah, I would really prefer to go for the geography and all things. Netflix has really those, instead of going for those like the things, Gilmore Girls, Gossip Girls and all stuff. That's something just for a waste of time. So thanks for the little documentary, the short movies like of the Steve Jobs from some motivational books and everything. Yeah, you can do that.
I'm just putting that question and you're like on and on and on. You're like an encyclopedia. Great. So tell me a moment, it was very down for you when you, I understand you talked a little about it, but I would probably want you to talk a little more about it when it was, you felt that trying so much, but then things are not working, or maybe a very a lull period or a moment when you thought that things are not working.
Yeah, it was most of the times it isn't in English really, it's in my academic part.
Okay.
Yeah, and in English too, the down points were so many, especially from my friends' side. Whenever I used to speak in English, so they were like used to make fun of me. She's a foreigner over here. And so she's always a foreigner. Even if they used to introduce me, they were like, hey, she's a British or American, don't talk to her, it's not really that. And even when I used to speak with them, you are a foreigner. They used to like criticize me every time. Why are you becoming such a foreigner? Do you really want to go there? Or why are you becoming such a British or American? What do you really have in mind, girl? Why? And I was like, I haven't done anything like it that you people are going criticizing me, because I was to a 9-year or a 7 or 8-year-old girl, and they were two for my age. So yeah, it was kind of like I used to share this thing with my parents, and they were like, hey, it's okay, don't take these old things. But then after the practice, after all the work, now I'm here, and now those people are after me. Hey, are you going to teach us or not? When are you going to teach me or a friend? So yeah, those moments were really bad. When whole school was making fun of me, she's a foreigner in school, and don't talk to her or something like that. She want to become a British or American, so it's nothing like that. And I used to, and I was like, at every moment, even my own teachers, they were like, hey, come on, in class you can speak in Hindi or Arabian. Wait, don't do that. Students over here don't really understand you, so start speaking this. So yeah, from each and every part, and especially I'm from Haryana. I live in a small town, and no offense, I love Haryana a lot, but sometimes at some moments, people just, whenever people think you can't really do something and you are just missing your culture, or when people start criticizing you, because from a local area, people always think this, there's some narrow thinking. So yeah, those were the moments of down. And the baddest thing was in my academic part. I used to handle all my things, my old programs, my news channel shoot thing, and the academic part, then my accent thing. And the academic part became more difficult when I used to get low marks, and students and teachers were like, you are Janhvi, you are the wonder girl of India, you've been given this title and you're getting such low marks in academics. How are you going to make it, really? What do you think?
Yeah.
And I used to think everyone has their own field. Okay, I'm catching everything, but somewhere, even if I can manage the time, but actually I used to manage the time. That's why I go like 100 out of 100 marks in maths in 10th standard. And from that time, and I used to say it very proudly, see, you used to tell me this, that you can't do it in academics, but I did this. So yeah, in academics, I'm pretty bad. I won't say I'm a kind of like average student, like 80% type of, not the toppers.
80% is great, yeah. I think 80% is good. Good enough.
Even my own parents say, you can't just make it. I was like, Dad, what's gonna make you most happiest dad in the world? They're like, top in your academics. I was like, you really think about it? Academic part? Oh, come on. So that really isn't my cup of tea, if I say. But yeah, I love studying all of these subjects, economics and pol science, but can't really make it up to the mark in them.
That's okay. I think you're doing a brilliant job. And, there are, I think, millions of students who are struggling with language and especially English language because, there's so much of hype about it. And also it is a requirement for any kind of job or to be there in any kind of platform that has become like a mandatory, like your graduation. But there's so many people who are literally struggling about it, and you are a pro at it, and that too in so many different languages. Tell us a little about your award, which was given to you by the president. The president. You have been awarded by the president of India in 2017.
In 2017, I went on Children's Day. That was kind of a sort of 2 to 3 minute thing. It was like, you're doing a great job and keep on doing this and do something for the country. That's all I really need. So I felt really proud that he wants me to do something for the country, to serve. That yes, he thinks me that I'm worthy enough to do these things. So yeah, that was the most great moment. And that was just a 3 to 4 minute conversation.
Congratulations on that. And also,
thank you.
How do you manage to give motivational speeches to IAS officers?
Actually, it's a long story. Most of the times this happens for you that you don't really have the confidence to speak in front of the IAS.
Yeah.
And when I went for the first time, I never really knew about the program. I was 12. And I thought it's going to be a normal program, and I'm going to a normal program to motivate students and everything. I went over there. So my name, Janhvi Panwar, motivational speaker. I went on that seat and sat on that. And then I noticed there was another seat for the Chief Minister of Haryana. I was very excited that Chief Minister of Haryana is going to come here, and I'm going to motivate all these people. I thought that these all people were... whom among I'm sitting, there were like 150 to 200 people, and I thought they're normal people. And then some media persons were there, so they knew me, and they came to me, how are you feeling sitting among the IAS, and today you're going to motivate all the IAS, you're as a trainer over here.
Okay, so that is a surprise for you.
That was a surprise for me, and I was inhaling and exhaling that what should I do right now. I asked my dad, motivational speaker? Really, Dad? What, I'm gonna motivate them? So I think it's a good habit on me. I think I shouldn't say this, but it's a good habit on me. Whenever someone just speaks on the stage, so I catch their motivational things, that what are they saying and what's the program. So I just mix up those things with mine, and I thought that I'm gonna hear some speeches. So my dad only told me one thing, that IAS are the backbone of our country, and their pure dedication just makes our country more developed. That's it. And then I thought, okay, some people are gonna speak over the stage, so I'm gonna hear those speeches and I'm gonna speak. And my luck, the first name on the stage was mine.
Oh.
I went over the stage, but that was like another opportunity. It wasn't like I was being depressed at what I'm going to do. No, there wasn't even a chunk of tension for me.
Okay.
Nothing was there, and I was so excited about it that, okay, it's okay. People aren't going to clap, but I got a moment to speak in front of the IAS. But that confidence just proved everything wrong, that yes, you can really do it. And last I got a standing ovation from IAS and the Chief Minister. That was a great moment, an executive side. So that was just a confidence part, that you can share your experiences, that what your dedication is for everything. Because all I spoke in front of them was that dedication should be there, confidence should be there, and all you people need is being positive towards the dwellers of the country. So, and that's it. It was totally great. Perfect moment.
You know what? When you're saying this, I'm just imagining you, giving a speech to IS officer,
Oh,
and I can, and that too without preparing. It's like I'm sure
yes.
it's going to be, how you would be feeling. But then now you're saying you were confident and all that stuff, which is not really common for people who are like, I mean, not common for any ordinary person, by the way.
Yeah,
Okay, so
for me, being on stage is the bestest thing in the world. You're getting a chance to show yourself to the people. What else do you really need? Okay, it's okay. There's gonna be some insult because that's your first or the second time, but you are getting a chance, an opportunity. What more really do you need? People just cry for these opportunities, and we just start running away. So that really isn't a thing. So I love being on stage. That's all where your confidence peaks.
so true, so true. I think, how, I mean, I'm just amazed about how positively are you taking things in terms of people would be like, no, I don't want to do this. Because I remember when I was a kid, I have a lovely voice, and my parents realized that when I was quite young, and they would always be like, sing, 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 sing in sing in some gathering, sing in that. And I had so much of stage fear and all that. Now that I'm doing, much better, and I think I'm doing good about it now.
Yeah, you are doing great, actually.
But then I had so much of stage fear, but then finally I think I decided that I want to get off, and I think but I was able to do it. But that
Yeah.
is something, I just love the way you said that people are crying to go there, and you're getting an opportunity, and why not use it?
Yes.
Okay, tell me a moment where you felt that you are the top of the world. That moment of the moment of triumph, conquered the world, kinds.
Yeah, that was a moment for me. No, it happened with me 2 times. I was like 10 years old, and I came on TV and stuff. I was titled as Wonder Girl of India, and the first time when I felt it in front of my school friends, I used to tell them, "Hey, today I'm going for a shoot on Z News. Okay, today I'm going to this news channel.
Okay.
I'm going to this news channel." I was like, "Okay, you have really got everything, Janhvi. Daily 3 shoots and everything." And then one moment happened that the former Chief Minister of Haryana, I got an award from him, and I told him on the stage that I really want to talk with you. So he called me specially for a 15-minute conversation, and instead of this 15-minute conversation, it was changed to like 1.5 hour conversation, and he awarded me with the cash prize of 5 lakh rupees. And that was a great moment. And after that, I was in a road show in my whole town, showing the people to see what I've done, what I've conquered. That was totally great. And after then, when more happened, this IES thing, when I motivated the IES, so after that, I was again being called by all the news channels and everything. And so that was another moment that, yes, you have really done something. But now, as I'm elder, I'm 15, I think, no, you haven't done anything really. You have to do many things. This is nothing.
Just now tell me, who has titled you as a Wonder Girl of India? I mean, how did that title come by?
Thanks to the news channels of India.
Okay.
Yes, whenever I used to go to the channels, they were like, we should really title you that, from which people just think that you are really that girl. So then they were like, Wonder Girl, a surprising one who no one can think of that someone can become, because you're the first girl to do something like it. So I was titled as Wonder Girl of India.
Do you have any favorite book?
Okay, I have many books, but if I really prefer to everyone to read is The Awaken the Giant Within by Anthony Robbins, and that's a great book actually. And Tony Robbins is a great motivational speaker. So Anthony Robbins, Awaken the Giant Within is a great book, and the book which I like the most, it's The Subtle Art of Not Giving a Fuck.
Okay. I've been reading this book of late.
Yeah.
And Tony Robbins, I read I think 200 pages, and because of the length of the book, I was like, I'll read it
And
slowly.
there is one more book for all the students over there. It's a Yuval Noah Harari book, 21 Lessons for the 21st Century. People should really read it. Yes.
That is by?
Yuval Noah Harari. Yes, you should really buy that.
Okay. So lastly, I think I really had wonderful time talking to you. What is the message that you want to give it all our listeners?
the only message for you people is that whatever your dream is, just follow your dream. Don't follow other people. Don't let your condition determine your dreams. Just let yourself, you should decide your own dream, not just your condition or by choice. If you're teaching, so you're doing it by your choice. No, let it be you. Just be you, decide by yourself. Don't let your condition determine. And yeah, I just wanted to tell you a thing when you when you were speaking about the singing thing, that you should really sing. So even I'm a singer, if I say. I mean, not kind of singer, I love singing. I've written like 5 to 6 songs. And yeah, but not even a single one is out yet, so I'm just gonna do it after my exam. I'm really looking forward to it, so I'm gonna do it. That's one thing I always forget to share to the people, that I really love doing this thing.
All right, we hope to see you singing
BBC.
all your the best anchor that India has on BBC News. And the best singer, the Wonder Girl. I just loved talking to you. The kind of energy that you have this age is like,
Thank you.
Fantabulous.
Thank you so much.
Thank you so much.
Thank you so much. It was so nice talking with you.
Same here.
So that was Janhvi Panwar, the Wonder Girl of India, who turned all her critics to admirers just with dedication and confidence. I hope you got some dose of motivation this Monday and start doing what you've been thinking of doing all these days, and don't stop for anyone. Thank you so much for listening. This is Priyadashni Barak signing off, coming up with another super episode next Monday. Happy listening.